Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. Now I see in my notes here that you're coming on because Richford, Vermont has a bit of a bear problem. Is that right?
Yeah, there's a bear in the center of town, and it's it comes it's around a lot, and it mauls people. It chews on kids. It kind of does whatever the bear wants to do.
Okay, so now I know that it's your job to figure out what you're going to do about this bear mauling
Yeah.
children, and so what have you devised? What's your solution to that?
Well, this year, as always, we're thinking we're going to reform the bear. So we've got a list of ways. I see you looking confused, but we got a list of ways to reform the agitated bear in the center of town. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So number one, we got to give the bear more money. That's top of mind. The bear needs more resources to stop itself from mauling children, and we think that we have plenty of room in the city arts budget to placate the bear.
So you're going to cut the city arts budget and give that money to the bear so it stops mauling children?
From mauling children?
Exactly, yeah. Well, because we need to encourage the bear to hold itself accountable, you see? And it needs resources to do that. Like, we have faith that the bear is going to do the right thing, all right? So next time the bear knocks an old man over and sends him to the hospital, that bear's going to give itself a punishment.
Okay, well, why do you think that the bear is going to do the right thing? It's happened in the past. This has happened before, and there have been reforms put in place, and bear reform hasn't worked in the past. So why would it work now?
Right. So we're thinking about changing the bear at the heart. All right. So we're going to give the bear sensitivity training. Okay. We're going to take the bear, sit in front of like an old TV, like you would see in a middle school in like the 1980s. And then we will ensure that the bear sits through an hour of training that contradicts the lifetime of violent impulses that it has acquired from being a bear.
And who is doing that training video? Who's
a group of bears.
Okay.
So
other violent bears are going to be teaching your bear how to not be violent?
Yeah, older, more long in the tooth bears that that have some worldly experience.
It seems like you're consolidating a lot of power in the hands of the bear. Is that too much power for a bear to have?
I understand the power. People are always worried about the power that we as the town give the bear. People are angry that we're using the federal government to funnel military grade weapons to the bear. And I see your shocked face, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to limit the transfer of military grade weapons to the bear. All right. It's not realistic to completely stop that funnel.
Why?
Why not?
Well, don't worry about it. I think just rest easy knowing that someone is making an unimaginable amount of money from that. Okay. Does that work?
Okay.
I just don't see if bears, when a bear mauls a child or a person in the street,
as it will,
then you said that the bears will regulate that themselves. Like, who's going to be doing that investigation?
Well, see, we're going to give the bears, we're going to attach a camera to the bear that it can also turn off. So
it has the power to shut the camera off if it doesn't want to film something that it's about to do.
Right, and further, if it does happen to catch a maul-in on video, it's sort of up to the bear whether or not anyone sees that video.
Okay, so they have the ultimate control over the whole thing. So, do you have any connection to the bear?
Do I? I mean, none other than it kind of funded most of my re-election campaigns. There's generally, I'm afraid of the bear.
Okay.
I step one toe out of line, the bear's going to come for me and mine. All right. So you got to understand that my ass is on the line.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Because there's like a powerful, like a union of bears that just like controls what you're doing basically.
Yeah. You could describe it as that. I think it's more of a gang of bears. Have you seen the movie The Warriors?
No.
Oh, this bear came at me with some bottles on his hand, and when Warriors come out and play to me, it's a gang. I don't like these bears.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
fascinating. I mean, it's an interesting way to deal with a crisis. Is there anything else that we missed that you want to tell us about how you're dealing with this crisis?
Yeah, I'll just do just one more thing. I think people are very concerned about the bear using aggressive techniques while it is mauling a person.
Sure.
So what we're going to do is discourage the bear from using those controversial mauling techniques. Okay. So look, we don't like to admit this, but deep down we do believe a vast segment of our citizens inherently deserve to get mauled by a bear.
Okay.
Whoa,
that seems
that's
problematic. Yeah.
very problematic.
Well, without the threat of maulings, the people in Richford could realize they have a lot of power. So we're going to meet everyone in the middle. We're going to compromise and ban the violent methods of mauling. And from here on out, the bear will only maul people in ways taught to him by that private contractor bear group that we mentioned earlier.
Doesn't seem like meeting in the middle.
Wow.
But,
Well,
great.
I think people should definitely look into this because it doesn't seem like it's being handled in the appropriate way.
But we
and also, are you working right now and drinking on the job?
No, it's 8 p.m. I live in this office. My wife won't talk.
It's interesting that the sun is still out where you are. So
we're by the equator.
It's been great talking to you, and Fred, I really appreciate you coming on. And good luck with your bear crisis.
Thank you, Nathan and Natalie.
Okay, bye, Fred.
Now.